Hey, Thomas from Field Tennis. This is part 1 of 3 where I have interesting conversations with Colin about tennis technique. The whole discussion lasts about 30 minutes, so I split it in 3 parts so it's easier to digest all the information. The first part addresses the misconception that if you just focus on executing the stroke with correct technique, you will put the ball in. The truth is that we need to decide and clearly imagine before every single ball that we hit how we want it to fly. We need to imagine the whole trajectory of the ball flight that includes the speed, height, depth and spin of the ball, and we need to make that decision before each and every ball lands on our side of the court. So here's the question. The question is, why are we correcting tennis technique? What's the purpose? Okay. I'm correcting your backhand. Why? Because I just said, I confused you a bit. I said, better technique does not put the ball in.
Yeah, that
It will not. Technique will not put the ball in. It's not the answer.
technique gives me the right form to control my body in the way I hit the ball.
Okay?
I don't know.
Yes, okay.
I think that
Yes.
from what I learned yesterday, it stops me from doing weird actions that I shouldn't do.
And what? But you don't get 15 love or love 15 because you did a weird action.
True.
No one is recording and say, oh, that's incorrect position of the shoulders. We're gonna take love 15 off your score.
It's where the ball goes
in
in the court.
There is sports, like, let's say artistic dancing,
Yeah.
skating or dancing, they judge form.
Yeah.
So the dancer has to do a certain figure, and they say, oh, your arm was not fully extended, 0.1 minus.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So they judge form.
Yeah.
So the athlete or the person goes there, and they have to execute form.
That's true. Yeah, when they do an axle. Or
Yes, they execute form, and if the form is not correct, they get deducted points.
True.
In tennis, no, you're not being recorded on your form.
I'm being recorded on where my ball goes.
So that's the only thing that matters is can you put the ball where you want? Roughly, right? Roughly. You cannot put
So I can
exactly.
do some crazy technique, and as long as I do it every time, it
You
doesn't
can
matter.
do like this.
As long as it works, right?
Yes. But what is the difference between this backhand? So if I exaggerate on this backhand and this backhand,
Difference is you can't really control the swing or the contact.
yes,
because
you
the,
cannot.
The racket will just.
Something is wrong in terms of how am I able to control the ball. This does not allow me good ball control. It does not allow me good force.
Okay.
This, let's say I play like this.
Yeah,
See,
of
look
course,
at my arm.
using your arm. Yeah.
Okay, so it does not allow me to produce effortless power.
You need your body.
And it does not allow me to control the ball if I choose to do so. But I must choose.
So we pick this one.
I must choose to control the ball.
Fair enough.
That means you are driving. You see, the technique is, so I see cars here, right? The technique is a car is an engine. Okay? Who puts the ball in is you, the driver. The driver drives the car. At the moment, the cars don't drive themselves.
Yeah.
Yes, you understand?
Yeah.
So, I just heard when I was in the taxi, I heard an advertisement for BMW right now.
Okay.
BMW Lunar New Year discount bubble. So here's a Hyundai, and then we could see a BMW. If you drive a Hyundai, right? You're a driver. We put you on the BMW. You are the same driver. The car has better capabilities, but you don't know how to use them.
That's true.
You understand? And secondly, I give you a better car, there's actually a higher chance of you crashing.
Because I can't control.
Because
the
it's
power.
more power, exactly. It's more power. It's wild.
Yeah.
You can go, whoa, whoa.
And it's heavier.
Okay, so you understand. So correcting technique is tuning the car's engine. Okay, it's tuning the car's engine.
So I can.
Or dampers, or I give you four-wheel drive. You will be very stable on the car, on the road. You understand?
Yeah.
That's what technique is. It is enabling you to drive better if you learn to drive better and if you choose to do so.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah, I get
Because
that.
there are many poor drivers in very good cars.
Well,
You understand?
yeah, I understand.
It does not mean that
you drive better, right? That's
it
a
does not
misconception.
mean necessarily. I'm just giving you, the car gives you an option. It gives you an ability. Let's say a four-wheel drive car, like Audi Quattro is popular, right?
Yeah.
Will give you the ability to go faster through turns on a wet road. It won't skid because you have four-wheel
That's
drive.
true. Yeah.
It gives you the ability if you use it. If you don't use it, it
Fine.
doesn't matter.
But we know that it's there.
So what I'm telling you is that if I give you Audi Quattro backend, it only enables you, so I'm correcting your technique to allow you to enable you to drive better. But you need to do it. Your technique will not do it. The car is just sitting there idle. You drive.
Yeah.
How much gas, how, where?
Right.
That's why I'm talking to you about mini tennis. I'm talking to you about force. You need to get the feel for force. When you play tennis, this is technique, but how much force did I use on each particular ball? That is my driving, that is my choice, my decision. I'm choosing to use this much force. I'm using to use this swing path. I am choosing to use this much topspin or this more flat. That's my choice. My technique now, better technique, enables me all these things.
Is there a technique where we can combine both? Flat and
Yes, of course. My technique enables me. My technique
it's like
enables
merging
me
two engines.
to effortlessly,
Yeah.
because I have a strong engine now, I can effortlessly accelerate,
Okay.
right? You know how let's say Prius, right? How the Prius sounds when you want to accelerate fast.
I'm actually not sure.
It's struggling, man. It's struggling, right? Now imagine a car with a big, strong engine and
Oh yeah.
you go effortlessly. Okay? You understand? So when you go effortlessly, you control the car easily. If the car is struggling, then you don't control the car easily.
That's true.
So now if you're hitting your backhand like this, you are struggling. You don't control easily. So you don't have good control. You understand? It's a chance. It's half luck. When you have good technique, it enables you to control the ball with very high reliability, very high consistency.